Hi everybody, thank you for coming today. Very nice to meet you. Let me put some names up on the board. Do you know my name?
John.
My name is John, and I'd like to write your names on the board too today. Wow, I'm really happy that you all can come. Let's get our books and let's open to chapter 6, please. For today's chapter, how about let's try Joey. Can you please read the title?
How to describe an event.
Perfect, thank you very much. Today we're going to learn about describing some story or some event. And today's story is in an airport. But before that, I would like to look at the hint box. The hint box gives us a little information about polite questions and polite answers. So how about let's get some ideas for polite question. Can you please tell me some of them? Yes, please.
Could you?
Great. Excellent. Could you is a great one. Thank you. Anyone else? Yes, please.
Could you please?
Nice. Very good. Any more? Yes,
Would
please.
it be possible?
Excellent. Would it be possible? It's a great one. Thank you. Any others you can think of?
Is there any way?
Great. Yes, these are all really good ways to use polite language to ask someone a question. Especially for a business, polite is important for your customer or for your boss or something like that. Now how about polite question? What about polite answer? What are some polite answers you can give? Yes, please.
Not at all.
Not at all, yes. Excellent, thank you. Anyone else?
Fine.
Fine. Yeah, that's okay, sure.
Certainly not.
Oh yes, if you want to say no, certainly not. Good, any more?
Sure, my pleasure.
Yeah, that's a really good one too. Very polite. Sure. My pleasure. Excellent. These are all really good ways to have a polite question or answer. It could even be at your school, at your job, or maybe at a restaurant, at a shop. These are all okay. All right then. Let's please look at the expressions section. This is a chance where we'll do some listening and we'll be able to answer some questions. And can you please read number 1's instructions?
Mark, Gina, and Simon are talking during a coffee break at their office in New York. Listen and answer questions.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So please on your paper, on your book, write the answers to these 4 questions.
6.2. Okay. Well, I was in London a few years ago on a business trip, and I was flying back home to the States from Heathrow, and I could see that the plane was going to be really full. I mean, people were lining up for miles.
Overbooking, right?
Exactly. And I could see these 2 ground staff.
Oh, yes.
They were coming down the line, asking everybody at check-in a question. Can you guess what it was?
No.
Me neither.
They were asking everybody very politely, because this flight to New York is overbooked, would you mind flying tomorrow instead of today?
And what did you say?
Well, I could see that there were families on vacation, there were sports teams and so on, and they probably had a tighter schedule than me. And I was going home, So a day earlier, a day later, what the heck?
And that's what you told them?
No. I said, it would be very inconvenient for me not to take this flight today. But if you don't find anyone, come back and talk to me again.
During this dialogue, the man said, lining up for miles. What does it mean when somebody says, lining up for miles? Does anyone have any idea? Cindy?
Many people in the line.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. What this is saying is a lot. A lot. So if I say the restaurant is very popular, the line is for miles. There are just many, many, many people. Okay, let's go to the second part of the listening. And the second part of the listening is in section 3. And in section 3, we have a chance to correct or fix the word. And Gina, can you please read the instructions for number 3? Thank you.
Listen again to the early part of the conversation. Correct the sentence with the verb phrase used for telling a story.
Perfect, thank you. So this will be our second time to listen. If you need more for part 1, you can listen again. And please do the section 3, correct the word. Here's one more time.
6.2.
Okay. Well, I was in London a few years ago on a business trip, and I was flying back home to the States from Heathrow, and I could see that the plane was going to be really full. I mean, people were lining up for miles.
Overbooking, right?
Exactly. And I could see these 2 ground staff.
Oh, yes.
They were coming down the line, asking everybody at check-in a question. Can you guess what it was?
No.
Me neither.
They were asking everybody very politely, because this flight to New York is overbooked, would you mind flying tomorrow instead of today?
And what did you say?
Well, I could see that there were families on vacation, there were sports teams and so on, and they probably had a tighter schedule than me. And I was going home, so a day earlier, a day later, what the heck?
And that's what you told them?
No. I said, it would be very inconvenient for me not to take this flight today. But if you don't find anyone, come back and talk to me again.
Right. Next, we're going to listen to part 3. This is the final part of the story. That is going to be here in number 2. But these words, number 1 and 2 and 3, the words are mixed up. Before we do the listening, let's fix these sentences, fix these questions, and I'll write them on the board. Let's look at number 1. Can you help? How about maybe Sandra, can you help with number 1 to fix that question?
What did he say the second time?
Excellent, excellent. And I'll write that up here. Perfect, thank you. How about Anne? Can you try the second mixed up sentence?
Did the staff? I'm not sure.
Okay, you're correct. That's the good start. Did the staff?
Agree.
Yes.
His proposal.
You're missing one word. Agree plus.
To.
Nice. That's correct. Did the staff agree to his proposal? What's another word for proposal? Can you think of one more word which means proposal? Anyone?
Request.
Excellent, yes, that would be perfect. Request. And we already talked about some kind of polite question or request, right? So that would be perfect. How about number 3? What about Cindy? Can you unscramble number 3?
What? 3 things did Simon get?
Excellent, awesome, awesome. Now Simon is a very smart guy, so he's going to ask for some very nice things, right? He knows the airline company is in trouble. There's a long line, and the staff said, "Can you go tomorrow?" So he's going to say, "What will you give me?" So how about Anne? Can you please read the instructions for number 2?
Listen to the final part of the conversation, put the questions in the correct order, and answer them.
All right. We have already put the questions in the correct order. Now, as you listen to part 3, please answer the questions. When we are done, we will share our answers together. Okay?
6.3. And guess what? They couldn't find anyone else. The families couldn't wait a day, neither could the sports teams.
But you were more flexible?
I knew if they came back, the situation would be worse. So I told them, as I said before, it's not convenient for me to miss this flight, but you can put me on tomorrow's flight if you upgrade my seat to first class.
Hey, that was good.
Hang on, I'm not finished yet. You upgrade my seat to first class, give me a 4-star hotel in London tonight, and 150 pounds in cash.
Wow. First class, a 4-star hotel, and 150 pounds?
And did they?
What do you think? They agreed immediately.
I think you're smarter than I am, Simon.
Just more experienced at traveling, Mark.
And then?
Well, I phoned home and told my wife I'd be getting home 1 day later than planned.
Did she mind?
Mind? Hey, she met me at the airport with her lawyer.
Okay. So we've got now these questions here, plus number 1 questions, and then number 3 to fix the correct verb. I would like to work in pairs, and you can please share your answer, and then we will go over the answers together. So please, how about Joey and Anne, Sandra and Gina, Jackie and Sion, Abby and Cindy. Can you please share your answers together?
The next day, yeah.
Nice hotel, right?
4-star hotel.
Yes.
Awesome.
He's
Wonderful.
very smart.
He is very smart. Oh yeah, that's a lot of money, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he agreed. So,
He's a smart guy, right? Yeah. Did your partner help you with that part? No? Okay. It's all right. We'll do that together. No problem. Shall we go over the answers together?
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Yes! Let's look at the first part. Number 1. Why was Simon in London? Can anyone answer? Yes, please.
Business trip.
Excellent. Business trip. That's exactly right. How about number 2? What was the problem at the airport? And we kind of wrote it up there. What was the main problem at the airport?
the line was too long.
Yeah.
So the flight was overbooked.
It was overbooked, exactly right. Too many people. So he is a very smart guy. Number 3, what did the staff ask him? They asked him if he could do what?
Fly tomorrow instead of today.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So, that's all for that. Fly tomorrow. Pretty cool. Maybe it's okay for him. How about number 4? Now, what did Simon say? They asked, hey, Simon, can you fly tomorrow? And then Simon says what?
It would be very inconvenient to me.
That's right. He used a really polite answer. That would be very inconvenient. So what he means is, nah, I don't want to. But later we find out something else. How about for section 3? Section 3. For this first sentence, can you please tell me which word needs to be corrected?
Was flying.
Excellent. That's right. Instead of flew back home, was flying back home. Was flying back home. How about number 2? What's the correct verb that we need to change?
We're coming.
Perfect. That's exactly right. The staff were coming. Were coming. Or were walking. Both words are okay. How about for number 3?
Could. I could see.
Yes, I could see. I could see that the families were on vacation. Excellent. All right. Now, let's look at the middle one. This was for the second listening. This is where Simon asks for a lot of nice things, right? Many nice things. So number 1, what did he say the second time? What did Simon say the second time? Any idea, Jackie? Not sure? Okay, no problem. How about Sandra?
He asked for 3 things.
Wait. He asked for 3 things. Basically, he said, it's inconvenient, right? Like you said, but if you give me this, maybe okay. Maybe okay. And how about number 2? Did the staff agree?
Yes.
That's right. So now, what 3 things did he ask for? One thing was, how about Abby? What's one thing he asked for?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. Okay, no problem. How about Gina?
Money.
Money. Money, money, money. Yes, how about Joey? Not sure? Okay. How about Sion? Okay. How about Cindy?
Hotel room.
Yes, hotel room. How many stars for the hotel?
4.
4 stars. Ooh, so he has money, nice hotel, and then what's the last thing he asked for?
First class.
Have you ever tried first class?
No.
Me neither. Must be so nice.
Alright.
And London to New York is pretty long, right? Maybe 10 hours? Oh, what a lucky guy. Lucky guy. Did the staff agree to all of those things?
Yes.
All of them?
Yes.
Really? Wow. Okay, let's go to Heathrow on a busy day and let's try the same thing. Sounds good?
Yeah.
All right. Let's now look at the bottom left part. This is the speaking section, just like Simon shared one of his stories. Now the story, it's okay if you want to use your imagination. Funny story, great. Silly story, no problem, great. Crazy story, okay. Interesting story, sure. And please try to use these like we've just practiced. ER, such as bigger, taller, and more, such as more expensive, more interesting. For example, imagination, maybe I'll say, 2 years ago I went to Thailand and I was riding an elephant. The elephant was faster than a sports car. Very cool, right? And then a tiger jumped out of the trees and ate the elephant. And I had no way to go back home. So I cried, and the end. Right? It's very silly, right? But that's okay. Just imagination. I would like to put you into pairs. Please, how about Cindy? Can you work with Joey?
Yes.
Thank you. How about Silent? Can you please work with Anne? What about Jackie? Please work with Sandra. And Gina, please work with Abby. All right, please get into your pairs.
Last time I went to Tokyo to find my grandparents.
Good job.
I was late for my plane. What happened? I woke up late, so I arrived late. Yes.
When I buy my ticket, there's a round thing.
Oh.
Is there a name?
It looks like a coin.
Yes.
That
I have
is-
to insert.
That's called a token.
Oh,
Token, yes. Okay, everyone, please stop. Please stop. Well, today we had a chance to learn about describing an event or telling a story. We did some listening, and the listening we heard his interesting story, and he got those 3 really nice things. Then we had a chance to talk about this section using ER and more. Then finally, you could tell your own story to your partner, your exciting story or funny story or silly story. And I heard some very good ones. Very nice job. Thank you very much for coming today. I'm very happy to meet everyone. I hope you have a very, very nice day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Goodbye. You're welcome. Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye.